I have this resin pouring wood plaque that I found from Walmart. The design is honeycomb and it measures 12 by 12 inches. I'm going to start by painting the entire thing with some Wise Owl goldenrod. And you could see on the original wood there is the engraving of the honeycomb, which still peeks through the wood after painted. I'm going to allow that to fully dry. Once it was dry, I took a razor blade and I went back over those honeycomb engraved lines. Although you can still see them, I wanted to make them pop a little more. This looks like it could be time consuming, but it probably took me a total of 4 or 5 minutes to re-engrave this, and I do think the outcome of the next step is better by doing this, but you can certainly skip this step if you find it is unnecessary. And the razor blade is just helping get that paint back out of the engraved wood that was originally there. And I went around the entire thing until I had it all engraved back in. Now I took some Wise Owl furniture salve. I'm going to work in sections, and I applied it to the bottom right corner, and then I went over the engraved lines with some Wise Owl black paint. Now you only want to do this if you put a barrier like the furniture salve on before. Once I had the black paint covering those engraved areas, I then took a baby wipe and removed all that black paint. And you can see how the black paint settled into those engraved lines and really made it pop. Now this step is optional, as I do feel without the black you can still see the honeycomb, but I do like the dimension and effect that the black paint gives. So I went around and I did this to the entire wood plaque. Again, you're going to put your barrier, which I'm using the Wise Owl furniture salve. You can also use a varnish. And then once that dries, I'm then going to go on top of it with the black paint and remove it with the baby wipe. I have some wood letters here. I spelt out love and loved. And I'm going to place them on painter's tape. This just helps hold it down so you have better control of the letters while painting them. And I'm going to paint all my wood letters with some Wise Owl black paint. And you could find small wood letters like this right at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. I found these particular ones at my local dollar store. It was a just a buck, and sometimes they carry these wood letters and I stock up on them. I'm going to let my letters fully dry. And I have this cute little bee that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to spell out my phrase here, love and be loved. I'm going to place that in the inside inner lay part of my plaque, and I'm going to glue everything down. Next, I'm going to add a bead hanger to my plaque, and I got these black, white, and yellow beads off Amazon. They were almost like a bee theme pre-painted wood beads, and I'm going to string 3 on the bottom, tie 3 at the top, and then 3 on the bottom right of my jute, and then I'm going to turn my plaque over and staple that down in place. Now you can just add a picture hanger to the back. You do not have to add the jute. Now you can certainly leave it like this, but I'm going to go to the next step, and I'm going to pour a little resin in the center of the wood. Now the epoxy I'm using is Envirotex, that's the brand, and I'm going to pour equal parts of part A and part B together. Now however you want to create your equal parts is totally up to you. I like using these red Solo cups. They have the little markings of the lines in the center, and I can just toss them right in the garbage. And then I mix the 2 parts together once I know they are equal, and you want to stir very well. I did add a little bit of gold fine glitter into my epoxy, and I'm just going to pour it right in the center here. Now you don't want to over pour or it will spill over that inlay onto the honeycombs, which we do not want. You can move it around with something just to get into all those corners. And then this is going to dry fully overnight. You can take an embossing gun, and this just helps get rid of any bubbles. And there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Paint products, tissue paper, transfers, and mesh stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also check out other tutorials over on our webpage. Have a great day.